Hey YouTube, this is going to be part two of yesterday's video in terms of talking more in depth about Craigslist. And I just wanted to say that I know in my video yesterday I mentioned that you couldn't get any more ratchet than to date on Craigslist. And I'm not taking that statement back because Craigslist is a pretty sketchy way to meet people in a romantic setting. Um, but I just want to make it clear that I am a firm believer in Craigslist dating, and I didn't mean any offense by that. So if anybody was offended by that, hey, I'm Ratchet too. Ratchet is a way of life, and I'm about that life. So no hating on Craigslist dating here. That semi-rhymed. Yay for rhyming. So yes, today I'm going to be talking about Craigslist, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Um, and there's a lot for each of those categories, unfortunately more so for the bad and the ugly. But let's not forget that Craigslist has a lot of positive aspects to it. So going off of that, some of the good things about Craigslist are that it's a judge-free zone for the most part. Craigslist gives people an opportunity to put their best foot forward, their not so best foot forward. They can write shit that isn't even true on Craigslist, and people are still going to respond to you. It's almost a guarantee that you will get responses to your dating Craigslist ad because there is going to be someone on Craigslist just as weird or weirder than you and is going to have similar interests and similar goals and wants and needs and desires. So that's always nice. It's kind of a mini ego boost to have people respond to you, like more than one response in a day. So that's always nice. Um, it's also condensing your search. And I said this yesterday. It's like casting a more specific net when you're on the hunt. Um, you can make your Craigslist ad and really give a detailed list of everything that you're into and things that you're not into. Like you can go on there and say, hey, I don't drink and I don't smoke, but I read Orson Scott Card in my free time. Props to you if you know who Orson Scott Card is, and if you don't, you fucking fail. Read a book. Okay. So yeah, you can talk about what you like and what you don't like. Um, and it makes it easier for you to meet and talk to people who are interested in the same things rather than going out to a bar or a club where you're only seeing, you know, physical aspects and how much they can drink, which, as impressive as that can be sometimes, is not always the best judge of character. Just because it's hot that you just downed 4 shots of Cazadores tequila doesn't necessarily mean that you're wifey material. But hey, you're a good drinker, so at least you're a good time in the beginning before you yak. But yeah, anyways, um, yeah, so condensing your search, putting out there what you like and what you don't like right off the bat, and also not being judged um, solely on the way that you look in the beginning. I don't know how many times I've gone out to places and been categorized as a certain kind of female or a certain kind of lesbian because of the piercings that I have or the tattoos or the way I do my makeup and the things that I wear sometimes. And it sucks because people often take physical experience or physical appearance more seriously in the beginning than they do your internal attributes. And, it's always good to be given the chance to really show your true colors and not just say, hey, I look like this, so make all the judgments you want. So yes, all great and positive things about Craigslist. Um, to the bad parts, uh, there's that whole blind date aspect of it, and I have had my fair share of bad blind dates and failed dates. Um, I did have one semi-success on Craigslist, and I'm about to get really sappy right now. um, but I did meet a girl on Craigslist, and we hit it off super quick. She was gorgeous to me, and I really liked her, and we just really connected, and she was super funny, and I'm super funny, so of course, that's always a good time. And yeah, we just we were solid, we were good, and it didn't work out, unfortunately, but it's all good. Um, and moving on, from that and trying to find connections again on Craigslist can be difficult and scary because you never know what you're getting into. I was lucky for that one time. I was lucky that she was actually who she said that she was, and that her pictures were not totally off when I met her in person, um, which happens a lot. Pictures sometimes do a person too much justice, and yeah, so that's always fun. And yeah, you just never know what you're going to get. Also, this isn't necessarily like a bad aspect of Craigslist, but it's always awkward when you have posted an ad on Craigslist and then, like people respond to you, and as more and more people create ads on Craigslist, your ad gets bumped down because there are people posting on Craigslist all the time. And then you're like, oh, well, I'm not really getting a lot of responses anymore, so hey, why don't I make another ad? It's awkward when you do that and people start responding to you, and they turn out to be people that responded to your first ad, and they're the people that you didn't respond back after sending them your picture, so they already know what you look like, and you never texted them back or called them back or emailed them back, and then now they're responding to your new ad, and you send your picture to them first, and then they send theirs, and you're like, oh, I remember you. Hey, buddy, how you been? Ah, run away. um, so that's always awkward. And as far as the ugly parts of Craigslist, my oh my, there are a lot of ugly parts of Craigslist. Um, I never knew how many weirdos there were. Like, I always read about them in the news and on TV, and um, it's just eye-opening how many creeper McCreepertons are on Craigslist. And my favorite is when men respond, like born men, straight men, respond to Craigslist ads in the Women for Women section of Craigslist. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Why would you do that? I'm hoping that you just clicked on the wrong tab and made a mistake and thought that you were in the Women for Men part of it. But that's not even an excuse, because in my own posts and in a lot of the other posts that I read on Craigslist, most of the women specifically say that they are looking for a woman. And why do you think that if we're specifically asking for a woman, we would want you? I don't care how good looking you are. I'm not bisexual. I state very clearly in the post that I'm a lesbian, and you're still emailing me asking me out. I mean, like, if you had responded saying, hey, I really liked what you wrote on Craigslist, and I have a lot of the similar interests, and I think it would be great if we got coffee sometime. Then that's cool. I can't really be mad at you because you're complimenting me and acknowledging that we have similar interests, and I'm all for making new friends. And, hey, that's fine. You were polite, you were nice, um, kind of well intended, and not a fucking weirdo. But my favorite is when I make Craigslist posts and guys respond to me and say, hey, I know this is a long shot, but I was just wondering. No, you're damn right it's a long shot. It's like as long of a shot as it is from here to Norway or Nebraska. They are the same difference. They are the same distance in my head. So fuck you for hating on my geography. But like it's just no, that's not gonna work for me. And the men that take the cake are the ones that think that they can turn a lesbian out. I'm sorry, that's just so funny to me. I'm not saying that it never happens, but you seriously can't think that going up to a female and her telling you that she's a lesbian, and if you respond with, oh, hey, me too, that's seriously gonna work for your case. I guarantee you could not say anything more stupid than by responding with, I'm a lesbian too. No, it doesn't work that way. So stop. Or by responding with, for now. The fuck is that supposed to mean? You're gonna give me the D and all of a sudden I'm gonna fucking be straight? I mean, no offense, I have no idea if your dick is really that magical, but I highly doubt that your penis is going to make me want men. Is that just me? Am I the only one that feels that way? I really hope not, because it is so ridiculous. And speaking of that, I had an encounter today with someone emailing me, and his name was Alfred. I'm not gonna like say his last name because I'm not trying to bash him that badly on YouTube. But I got an email today from someone named Alfred, and he sent me all 35 bajillion of his unattractive pictures. And it was obviously a forwarded message. So it makes me think that he literally just went down the Women for Women Craigslist section and emailed the same email to 40,000 different women. And the subject of his email, and I quote, was, damn girl, I want to eat your pussy. Damn girl, I want to eat your pussy. Does that work for you normally in a straight setting? Like if you were to go up to a straight woman and say that, does that work for you? Because it's not, no, no. Sometimes I lose faith in all mankind, and this is one of those times where that happens. So yes, men on Craigslist, weirdos, and then, the random hate mail that sometimes you get. Like, I feel like I post pretty well written, um, genuine posts on Craigslist. And I've gotten emails sometimes from people that are like, well, if you weren't a shallow bitch, then you'd have a stud lesbian. And I'm just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Someone woke up on the wrong side of the Craigslist bed today. And that's never nice. So, boo you. fucker. Um, so yeah, Craigslist, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I don't know. What are some of your really great Craigslist experiences, or some of your really bad Craigslist experiences, or the really ugly Craigslist experiences? I'm super interested in how many people are really for Craigslist and how many people are just at a loss for words. I feel like that sometimes, even though I just like went on and on in this um, YouTube video, I still feel at a loss for words when I go on Craigslist. So yes, leave your comments below in the comment box area. I respond to all comments and compliments and critiques and questions and suggestions that are emailed to me, and I really, really do. So please email me at AmyandAdri@yahoo.com, AmyandAdri, or I'm kind of hesitant to give out my actual email address, but I'm going to do it anyways because fuck it. You can email me also at ramos.adriana333, ramos.adriana333 like I said, questions, comments, concerns, topics, compliments. But really, I'm an open book, and you can ask me anything and everything, and I will put it in a YouTube video because I have no shame. I have no shame. So yes, and last but not least, I wanted to make a birthday shout out to Adriana. Obviously not me. My birthday's in June, and why would I be giving myself a birthday shout out on YouTube? But yes, a birthday shout out to Adriana. She's one of the females that has been emailing me, and she has been absolutely lovely and been really responsive and super sweet and super supportive. So happy birthday to you, sweetie. Also, for all of you who have been emailing me, thank you so much for everything that you've said. I'm taking your suggestions to heart and your compliments to my spirit because it's super motivating and super supportive of you to do so. So thank you once again from the bottom of my heart. Okay, so yes, comment, email, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.